talk of some good news with some pictures on the Dragons website and some video showing Cody Ramsey making his return to training this week. It's the first time that he's trained in any capacity with the Dragons in 18 months. Of course, we've spoken about him plenty of times here before on the podcast with that autoimmune condition that he's been battling and losing all this weight and plenty of surgeries, being in and out of hospital, and the Dragons have really treated him well in splitting his contract over 2024 and 2025 and keeping on and making sure that he's around the squad. And I know Shane Flanagan was talking to the media today about it, that it was a real boost not only to Cody but to some of the other players in the squad as well. They really enjoyed having him out there, and it's a great triumph, Kurt. There's no guarantee that we see Cody Ramsey throw on a Dragons jersey and play first grade again, but this is a step in the right direction. I think many people said that his career would be over, but he, at least for the time being, he's proving those people wrong, and he's doing everything he can to get back on the training field. And this is I guess the first step in a long passage of long steps and a long journey for Cody Ramsey to try and get back into first grade football and representing the Dragons one day soon.
Yeah, look, this is a really lovely story for the Dragons and the club, and they have handled this beautifully. A touch of class. Cody, he's been out a long time and been through a lot, I'm sure. But to see him back on the training field with his mates, that's the beautiful part of our sport. And when it's done well, the game does it better than anyone else in this country, sport-wise. But other players can sometimes get bogged down with wins and losses and kicking stones. And then you look over and see Cody Ramsey and you put things in perspective a little bit. In some ways, and I know the Dragons aren't treating Cody Ramsey as a mascot to kind of show the other players what he's lost or what he could have lost. But I'm not saying that at all. But the Dragons have prolonged his contract, like you said, which will give him a chance to bulk back up and get back on the field, and sometime in the future, hopefully. I mean, until he tells his story, we don't know how bad this was, or we only know the reports. And what a story it would be, the Dragons climbing back up the ladder and potentially seeing Cody Ramsey part of that side again. That's best case scenario. That the Dragons Ramsey gets back on the field and the Dragons get better next year with a few more players in there, and they're playing a better style and all that stuff. And Ramsey gets a new deal, which is best case, and then the next couple of years potentially gets back to his best, which would be amazing. But just to get him to the point where he gets the run on maybe in a New South Wales Cup game. But I think we will see, once he starts going again and gets some confidence back, we will start seeing some more video and content from the club and some words out of Cody to actually put this whole thing in perspective. And then we'll actually know what his future holds. It's completely different to something like a Jarrell Yao-Yee, who snapped his leg in 1,000 different pieces and kind of got back on the field, but had to retire again for the Broncos. But once we hear from Cody, I think this story goes to another level. But just to get him back in a red V at any level is going to be amazing. But the fact that Dragons are looking after him, that is really cool. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I love that today. I saw that on the website as well. And just the same, he does look very slight, but the poor bastard, he's gone through hell. So
he really has. Congratulations
to Cody, and I'm sure his family is so happy that he's finally getting a bit of normality back in his life. And that's the biggest thing for a rugby league player. Once you lose that structure, or you come out of hospital and you doubt yourself and you look in the mirror and is this the same bloke and all that kind of. There's so many different things at play, but very happy for Cody Ramsey and the club. They've done very, very well with this.
Yeah, great for Cody as well. Yeah, reiterate what Kurt has been saying. Gives him a little bit of hope for the future as well. And he's still so young as well there's plenty of time for him to get his body right and hope he can just get the health right. And they're very smart, the doctors and science and everything these days, that hopefully there's a cure one day soon, not just for Cody.